Hi, welcome to Smack Talk. I'm Ryan.
I'm Jacob Stevens.
I'm Deja Isom.
I'm Gabe Gribbin.
And I'm Leville.
And today's topic is making money off of Let's Plays. So, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. We're going to start with, do you think gamers should be allowed to make money off videos containing gameplay footage that other people have made? It's not their game, they're just playing it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a form of entertainment, so Let's Plays aren't just the game themselves. It's the biggest thing is the commentators. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to just see the gameplay, you're just going to go get the game and play it. Mm-hmm. You're there because of the commentators who make you laugh, make you laugh.
So they add a special personality to the game.
Exactly.
How do you feel?
Not all Let's Plays have commentary, though. So what do you do about that gray area?
Oh, those are more of like a walkthrough kind of thing, I think.
He's right. It's more of a walkthrough at that point. If you don't have commentary, then you're just...
I think
but they still make money off them like Let's Players.
I think by Let's Play we mean a commentator, somebody interacting with the game and interacting with the audience at the same time.
It's in a legal gray area. It's like it doesn't really fall in the copyright, but does a lot of other stuff too. And there's like a lot of legal issues on the developer side. Like they have deals with music and all the other stuff. Like who gets paid, and how much is the problem with that?
I mean, you got to remember it is free advertising for that game.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's a...
And the fair use policy does determine that all of that is fair use because they are. What is it? It's not like a parody, but they're.
It's making a commentary.
It's making their own thing out of it, I guess.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel that if you're paying for the person, you're not actually paying when you watch the video. YouTube is paying them from advertisements, and Twitch is doing the same thing. But you can still donate money. But the money is going for the personality, not the game itself. What she said about walkthroughs is true because you still get money from walkthroughs. As long as there's adverts in that, you still get it. Like, Fish plays Pokemon Red was a thing on Twitch.
A fish?
A fish played Pokemon Red.
How did he do that?
Wow.
Or she?
It was a video. Basically, it was a camera that had an overlay. Wherever the fish went, if it went to this segment in the overlay, it would press up, down, left, right, B, A, start. Let's just say he's been stuck in the starting town for the past 4 months. How the beta fish is still alive, I don't know.
So that brings up another point. There are a lot of different kinds of Let's Plays. Like, the Twitch plays Pokemon thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So people just comment like A or up or down or left, and it inputs that into the game. But thousands of people do that every second. And
that's anarchy.
I don't think anybody, Twitch makes money from that because people are using their website, but nobody really makes money from that one.
Yeah.
But Let's Plays, I think, are a valuable addition to the gaming industry. It's
no doubt, but
it makes a unique
So I'm
a lot of legal
segment.
issues.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say that game creators should get a small cut of the money like Nintendo has currently on its holdings because
Nintendo gets half the money, I think.
Okay, so let's not use Nintendo as the perfect example.
Nintendo has historically been very
overbearing. So I'll play devil's advocate. So if you don't sponsor the game really, even though you're doing a Let's Play, and there are no more games created, how does that affect the Let's Players? Because with no games, you have no content.
I mean, there's thousands and thousands of games already out there.
Okay, then who do the game developers get the money from? Now, if you post them on YouTube and they get famous off of YouTube, does YouTube pay them? Or does it come out of your check?
Well, that's the thing with Nintendo's using currently is because YouTube uses I'm just using YouTube for example because it's a really broad and easy one, is that it has a filter basically where if it catches, because visual sprites, models and that can all be analyzed by a video analyzer. So as you're uploading, the video is analyzed, and if it picks up a sprite or something that's associated with this company, it'll notify the company. Same thing with the Twitch, and if you're playing copyrighted music, if you play back a stream, the stream is silenced. For like 30-minute periods, I think, is if it catches it, it'll do a 30-minute period around it, just in case you're playing more copyrighted music. But usually the entire stream ends up being silenced. Yeah. But it makes sense kind of in a way because copyright stuff like that, you're using another person's property as your own to generate currency. So it's kind of like you're using something that someone else creates.
I think
Yeah,
a
but-
royalty system would go well with Let's Plays.
See, I have a problem with it. They're getting free sponsoring out of this. People are going to want to buy the game because they say, wow, this is actually really interesting, and the person who's playing it seems really interesting, and it makes them want to buy the game. So then they take even more money from the person themselves.
Oh,
Who's
that brings up
sponsoring?
a good point. Hate to bring him up, but we all know who PewDiePie is, right?
No.
You know who he is.
Please don't.
But okay, there was a game that this guy made for his like college level like game creation class. It went unnoticed for 5 years. He played it, and then the next, like as soon as that episode released, the guy that made the game, his website went down immediately, and it like people bought thousands and thousands of copies of this game. And that's the power Let's Plays have. Is it can make an unknown game super popular. They can make a AAA title
Crash.
like Destiny, like just garbage in the public's eyes. So they do have a lot of power.
There's a
and-
lot of Let's Plays of Destiny. Believe it or
Yeah, I
not.
know, but
Well, yeah, I was supposed to, well, yeah.
but
Yeah, but they all
again,
show
if
the same
PewDiePie
thing.
came out and said, "Oh, this is the worst game ever," it would have a significant impact on that
Yeah,
game's sales.
yes,
Yeah.
it would. Let's
But,
Play, like famous Let's Play users have a lot of
Yeah.
power over that.
And
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. Like, companies should, I think companies should kind of respect them, and yeah, they should be a little upset if they're like slandering their game. But if they're like praising a game, it's free advertising.
Yeah, but
It's
what if a
proven
game
to help.
is
Just more
horrible
money.
like Destiny was
Yeah.
when it first launched? What is the developer to do then?
Well, they
they
should
already
fix
put
it.
like $1.5 million into the game.
Put
They're
more
gonna
on
do
that.
what they're gonna do. Take what they're gonna do? Take down everyone who says the game is horrible.
They could, and
They could.
people do that. Like,
and then
this
they're
says-
gonna end up alienating their own fan base anyway, even though the game is horrible.
I mean, we'll move on to like the legality side. Companies like Sega or Nintendo previously have been known to take away footage, like take it off of YouTube.
yeah.
It's because
And,
Nintendo hasn't really embraced the internet as a
They're
whole yet.
getting there. They're old-fashioned and slow old Japanese people. But you know,
That's one way to put it.
do you think companies should be
Yeah.
allowed to just straight up take it down, like no warning, just?
Technically, yes, because they own it. They created it. They own it. They're allowed to do with it whatever they want.
Yeah, it's
But
They
that's
should really give a warning.
yeah.
They
well,
should give a warning. That's
Well,
a great point. They
with-
should give a warning beforehand, like you can do this, this, or this, or we're going to take it down for good.
Well, YouTube does a 3-strike policy, so if it catches a copyright infringement, it sends a notification to the company, and then it like puts your video on hold, kind of. And the company can say, "Oh, take it down. Don't let it go through," or they can be like, "Yeah, it's fine, whatever." But the fair use policy determines that it's anything like that is fine as long as it's not a
yeah.
like a direct rip-off. Like
Yeah.
if they're trying to sell it as their own footage, which
Yeah.
most Let's Players aren't. They're
No.
selling it as a
You know,
as a commentary.
Well, yeah. Well, it goes under the commentary and parody.
Exactly.
So
like,
the
commentary,
developers should
parody
get
kind
some
of-
of the cut of the Let's Players
Well,
money.
no, we're just talking about straight legality right now. Do you think because if a company takes it down, that's breaking the fair use policy, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
think there
companies
should
can
be-
still do it.
Yeah.
But they
They have
technically
the power.
shouldn't,
They have the
correct?
lawyers.
They shouldn't, but they still can.
Well, in technicality, you actually never buy a game or software.
You
You're
don't own it.
You're renting a use.
No, I think software is that way. But
Well, no, because if you
I know
buy,
with Microsoft's like the Xbox, like you don't technically own that console.
Well, no, I'm
You're
saying for like
loaning it or something
yeah.
stupid.
Well, even with like computer operating system, it's the same way. Like,
it?
yeah, like you actually don't own the OS. So, you know that Mac that you make in your what is it called? The Crack Macs?
The Hackintosh.
Yeah, Hackintosh.
Yeah.
Those are actually they're kind of illegal, but because you don't own the actual operating system. So, and that's actually what a lot of games are: is you don't own the game, you have licensing for it.
So that's how the companies get around the fair use
Yeah.
policy, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I've lost my card.
Wonderful.
There it is. So yeah, we've talked about how Nintendo takes about 50% profit cut and
Fun.
Which is a
all
little
that
steep.
good stuff, and we don't like that. You think they should get some, but not that
I
much?
think it depends on how
that they
big
should
the
get a
Let's
certain
Player
amount. I don't
is.
think 50. I think 50% is a bit overbearing.
Yeah, especially if you look at some Let's Players like the caliber of PewDiePie, who makes several million
$7.5 million plus year.
yeah.
a
It should be
year.
like, it should be like the tax bracket
He's
thing,
broken
you know?
YouTube.
Yeah.
So like, you think a tax bracket kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like smaller Let's Plays
So like
obviously
if you
can't
make $1
afford
million,
to have.
you should get like 30-40%.
Like in Monopoly,
Taken away.
where it's either you pay a percentage or you pay a $200 flat rate.
We don't talk about that evil game.
Yeah.
Monopoly, the video game. Play it now. Lose your friends and your family.
The another thing is Capcom is one of many companies that will. They're
God.
fine with Let's Plays unless it negatively portrays their game.
Yeah.
So if you're talking crap about what Capcom game? Give me Dig Dug.
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
Dig Dug.
Dead
Dig
Rising.
Dug.
It's Dig Dug.
I think that's
Is Dig Dug a Capcom game? I don't even know.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna talk
Just go
about
with
Dig
Dead
Dug.
Rising just
So
to,
if
like,
you did
notice
a
yourself.
shut up. I like Dig Dug. Or if you're gonna talk crap about Dig Dug, they'll take it down immediately. They'll go
Yeah.
straight to YouTube saying they know.
No one poops on Big
Yeah,
Dog.
but then that's
And-
kind of stifling free speech. You're basically saying you have to talk good about our game or we're going to take it down. That's the only way you're going to get it up.
That's
That
Promoter.
free speech.
Promoter go
Exactly.
home.
What happened to free speech then?
Exactly.
You all agree on that one?
Promoter go
Yeah.
home.
No, you don't speak very much, do you?
No.
I mean, he speaks outside the show like nonstop.
Yeah, that's true. So I think we all kind of agree that Let's Plays are alright, and
They just got to fix that legal
yeah.
aspect.
Yeah,
And you get like a
it's
team of
say-
lawyers or something to,
Yeah.
like make
Well,
a
there's
document or something.
There's
or a
basically
template for it
companies
all.
that were made off of Let's Plays.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
basically companies that
There's a lot
were.
of indie games don't really
Cinema.
get their
Rooster
Whatever.
Teeth.
push.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. I say
They
Well,
were-
machinima.
not really, because that's
Oh, yeah.
machinima.
Well,
Okay,
it's
that's-
part of Machinima, but it's a company.
But yes.
Wow.
Okay,
Final
well,
months.
I think we've wrapped that topic up well enough. It's good, but
Not
there
that
are
big.
legality issues that still need to be put in place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the video game industry as a whole is really young, so
I
as
mean,
time goes on.
Yeah, well, it's
people
not
get
just the video game
wiser.
industry. It's the whole Let's Play industry is fairly new.
It is.
Probably last 5-6 years.
Yeah,
About
right when
around that, I
YouTube
think.
really
Yeah.
took off. What, 2006 maybe when YouTube became really big, and then like a few years after that when video games start coming up.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably all we have time for this episode. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Smack Talk.
Bye.